Meant to do this one yesterday, but didn't have a lot of time. But we need to start normalizing being able to talk to our friends about some of the bad habits that they have. Now, obviously, you want to have friends that you can obviously approach if something is negative or toxic or something about them um, is just not appealing, because it's you don't want the type of friends where you always have to walk around eggshells, right? It's okay to have bad qualities. All of us have bad qualities, we no one's perfect, and no one um, is the perfect friend ever. So it always comes down to being able to talk to them, and them being able to accept or listen to the criticism. And obviously it should be constructive criticism. It shouldn't just be like, oh hey, you know you're a bad person, right? And this kind of applies to yourself as well. But you know for example, let's just say punctuality is a really bad thing for one of your friends. They never show up on time, they are constantly late, etc., etc. That's not No, that's not a negative enough trait where it should be a huge problem to address, right? So if it's something like that, don't worry about it so much. But if it's something along the lines of you always have to be the center of attention, so if you're always in a group of friends and this person is constantly talking about themselves, constantly talking about, oh my god, I have to be this and blah blah, I'm so good at this, etc., etc., and it's constantly unbearable to listen to a person constantly talking about themselves. What do, right? Like what is it that you have to do in order to get them to stop talking about themselves all the time? Because if you're hanging out with somebody, you want to talk about the things that interest all of you guys. um, but it's those kind of traits or qualities. So to approach it, you could be like, hey, I do understand that you know you're great at doing all these things, but stop talking about yourself so much. It is unbearable in some cases. um, but approaching these things with a friend means that everybody has to be open to actually being able to listen, to actually fix these things, because eventually you know if you're just walking on eggshells around this type of friend, you're going to be in a situation where one day it's just going to explode, and one day you guys are just going to yell at each other, be mad at each other, and if you've never talked about it, it's not going to be a good thing. And that's the thing, like, people can be great people and great friends, but have some really bad attributes to them that if no one has ever addressed, and maybe it's a common factor between why you may have lost friends or something like that, that may be why it needs to be addressed. Because you may be great friends that have, you know, very, very similar interests. So, hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys.